This is Greg Smallwood, and you're listening to Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast.
Yes, welcome back, loony listeners. This is Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. This is episode 153. Thank you for joining me. I am the High Priest of KHONSHU, Ray, and tonight we have another new segment for you. It is a segment called Moonwalk. It is based on a waning gibbous, so if you look up into the night sky, you will see that it is a waning gibbous, and this is a new one, so I'm kind of feeling my way through it. So what this promises for you loonies, and we'll get straight into it, it's almost like an audiobook version. It's called Moonwalk, and we'll go through a Moon Knight comic. I'll basically read through it like an audiobook. So, you know, if you're jogging, if you're at work, and you kind of want to read a comic but you can't use your eyes, then why not use your ears? Like I said, I'm kind of feeling my way through it. I'm not too sure how this will go, but let's see where it takes us. So before I get into it, I want to mention that I have picked a random Moon Knight comic. The first one being Marc Spector, Moon Knight. So this is from 1992 in January. And this is issue number 34, and it's titled Grudge Match. And the reason why I chose this actually is because what I intend to do is to invite a guest to speak one of the main parts of the reading. And a good friend of the show, the Drop King Phil from Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks, he has put up his hand. He wanted in, and he wanted to go through an issue that had, I guess, a fair bit of Frenchie in there. So, I mean, between him and myself, we thought, well, why not Marc Spector Moon Knight 34? That's a very Frenchie-centric issue. So, Phil will be taking the role of Frenchie, and I'll read through basically everything else. Aside from that, though, also another little help. And since this is the inaugural Moonwalk, I've managed to convince my better half Eve. So she'll be doing the voice of Marlene for this, giving it a bit more, believability, rather than me trying to put on a voice for Marlene. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, let's get into it. The idea is, look, I might add just a few little sound effects here and there, so it's not quite an audio serial drama like our own, The Hunt for KHONSHU's Golden Scepter. It's a bit like our Isla Ra sessions, where, with a little bit here and there, just to kind of nudge your imagination while we do the read through. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it, loonies. We're going to get straight into it. Marc Spector Moon Knight, issue 34, Grudge Match. Atlantic City, New Jersey, gambling mecca of the East Coast. Maybe you didn't hear me right the first time. You think I'm going to just let you and all this beautiful skim money slip through my fingers? You just get off the space shuttle, pal. Please, this money isn't ours. It belongs to some real powerful guys. We were just handling it for them. Powerful? Let me show you powerful. I got 50,000 volts under my control. This is only 5,000. Still want to talk power? That's why they call me Killer Shrike. You deadbeats get busy and load this cash up in bags. Get to it. You tell your boss I'm not through in this town. He owns 5 casinos. Big shot, huh? Tell him I want a casino all my own. Tell him that. I'll stop by the Palatine tomorrow night and he can hand it over. Yeah, my own casino, or I'll bring down his whole house of cards. Who's going to stop me? Your boss going to call a cop? Bring on Iron Man or Thor or some kind of big heavy hitter like that and I'll break a sweat. Otherwise this is cake. And I wind up with my own casino. I'm going to call it Shrike's Castle. Maybe Shrike's Palace. I'll rake it in. The guy you said you've been looking for? He wear like a blue and grey outfit with a bird on it? Yeah, and boots and some serious cufflinks. Like the Energizer Bunny, this guy.
He called himself Killer Shrike, right?
Yeah, that's the guy.
He is still in Atlantic City?
Yeah, he says he's going to show at the Palatine tonight. Force Alvin Ramos to give him a casino, like Ramos became a billionaire giving stuff away.
Then the Palatine is the only casino he has not hit. What do I owe you for this?
Let's just say we're even for that time in Angola. Watch your back, Frenchie.
Frenchie. My mother named me Jean-Paul Duchamp. A man I met when a mercenary gave me the nickname Frenchie. I hate the nickname, but I love the man like a brother. But even brothers have secrets. My secret is that for almost a year I have been searching for a cochon who nearly crippled me, nearly killed me. According to the Avengers file, his real name is Simon Maddox, but he calls himself Killer Shrike. Like me, like Marc, he was once a mercenary. I suppose he still is. I have learned everything there is to know about him, his strengths, his weaknesses. I've cataloged them, analyzed them, studied every aspect and nuance of them. I know his powers and their source. I must. The knowledge can mean the difference between life and death. My friend Marc Spector put his faith in KHONSHU, the Egyptian god of vengeance he believes gave him a second chance at life. He even keeps the deity's statue in his hall. I'm only getting one chance. I'll put my trust in something more tangible.
A kitchen stocked with every delicacy in the world and Marlene gets a craving for peanut brittle. And of course she's not dressed to go out. Turns out that I wasn't dressed right either, but I always carry a spare costume in the car. So, get a job, boys. The pay has to be better. Ah, shit. Moon Knight. You like being your own boss, huh? Setting your own hours? But there's no future in this, boys. The kid behind the counter will take home more than you would have tonight. Plus hospitalisation, which I'm sure you guys would get some use out of, right? Call 911. I can't hang around. Sure. I throw my coat on over my costume. My blood's boiling. That little taste of action was all I needed. Frenchie, listen. I know it's late, but I'm wired up and could use some time out of the house. Want to rev up the copter and cruise? Frenchie? Yo, buddy. Where are you? Frenchie? What's that on his VDT? Oh no. South Jersey?
That would be an Atlantic City exchange, sir.
Thank you, operator.
I suppose I should be wondering if I am doing the right thing. Instead, I feel that I am doing the only thing. It is not about honor. It is not about pride. I was a legionnaire, ain't a merc. I know the truth in what I am feeling. It is fear. There is no shame in being afraid. But I must face my fear or be always afraid.
What's Frenchie up to? Why all the secrecy? And why did I let you come along, Marlene?
To make up for not getting my peanut brittle. And I wasn't going to spend another night alone in that big house, Marc. You forget that I like some action myself now and again.
But this is Major League. You've got no more business here than Frenchie does. I mean, what does he think he's going to do going up against Killer Shrike? He's no superpowered strongman.
And are you?
It's not the same.
It's exactly the same. He takes a lot of the same risks that you do, just because he doesn't have a mask handed down to him by an Egyptian god.
I know, it's just... I don't know what I'd do if something happened to him, or you. I place you in so much danger as Moon Knight. You're the only people Marc Spector has.
The Palatine, the crowning jewel in Elvin Rames's collection. It does not open for a few days, but already the neon outshines the stars, beckoning gamblers to its halls. Rames has opened the doors of his latest casino only to his friends in the press for a practice run of the operation. I've come to gamble as well. My opening bid, 12-gauge striker, stop a rhino. Tack armor, should take up to 50k voltage. A little homemade something for Shrike's wrist blasters, and some other surprises. Clothes do make the man.
Unit 9 to base. We got some trouble here at the Palatine site. Can we get some backup? This is base. We're sending units. What is the nature of the disturbance?
I can be there before too many police arrive.
Look at him fly! New dealer at the table, folks. And all the odds just went south, baby. Yeah, I like this place. This is the one I want. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a great time. Where's Ramos? I got a deal for him. Toga party! Alvin, don't go out there. Mr. Ramos, this psycho will kill you. I've never run from a negotiation. Let's see what this cretin wants. You wanted to see me? Oh, the man himself. Yeah, I want your casino, buddy. I decided I want to be a businessman. Sit behind a desk with hot and cold running secretaries. What are you offering for the Palatine? Huh? I'm offering not to turn it into a smoking hole in the sand. Well, I'm prepared to make you a counter-offer. Say what? I'm offering you a limited partnership in an investment bank I own in the Grand Caymans. It won't net you the sort of cash the Palatine would per annum. But then it's not nearly as much as expenditure of time. You're playing with me, pal. You sign this whole place over to me, or I slag it, and I start with you. Now what?
I wonder at my sanity. Even with my arsenal, it's going to take luck to bring down Shrike. Luck and a little surprise. A full second burst of 12 gauges. Some are lead slugs, some are double-aught buck in liquid Teflon. He is hurting. He will never have been in a fight in any case.
Oh man.
Remember me, Maddox?
You think I can remember every loser that has it in for me? Get in line, pal, and bring a lunch.
So what do we do now, Marc?
Frenchie wants to go up against Killer Shrike on his own. I'll just play Guardian Angel.
This Shrike looks dangerous. Who's going to look out for us?
I think we've got that covered, Marlene. Who's this clown? Some guy looking to get himself killed. Should we help Shrike? Guys! You are going to do this the easy way, right? Just lay the guns down and step back, right? Gun him! Good. I didn't want to do this the easy way either. Now let's all just stay out of the way of the main event, okay?
You're not going to let Frenchie do this by himself, are you?
Let's just see how this plays.
This is my ace in the hole. If this one works, then Shrike will be rendered helpless. According to the Avengers files, his flying powers are controlled by a neural link to his brain. I find a prescription drug used to treat epileptics that will disrupt his neural control skill. Have to hit his face, his only unarmored surface.
Gonna shoot me with your big bad gun, pal?
Too slow.
No way.
Great, he's taken out the gun I rigged to shoot the drug capsules. The rest of my artillery may or may not do the trick, but I'm committed now.
Gotta run, tough guy?
Have to take out Strike's bolt throwers, but to do that I have to get in closer. Too many people here, cannot endanger them for my vendetta. Have to draw him into a more open place. Not too open, cannot let him get airborne. If I can disorient him for just an instant. If not, he will turn me into a pile of smoking ash.
Come on, tough guy. You're not playing fair, buddy. You tear my threads, then you run off. You too chicken to let me get my licks in? Huh?
This had better work.
Whoa! What's this action?
I'm betting my life on it. The gun is my design. Fires an expanding metallic foam.
You think this is funny? You're nuked, pal.
I'm counting on the foam to short his blasters.
Shit!
It works. That is one of Shrike's abilities. Only flight and super strength to go.
You're a dead man. They're gonna be picking you up with a dustbuster when I'm finished.
Have to work in close again.
Get to Frenchie! He needs help!
You're alright here?
Me and my magnum, go!
Have to get him down again. Then within range of these wrist blades.
Frenchie!
Stay out of this, Moon Knight. This is my fight.
You're not thinking straight. Let me help you.
Back off! If you're any kind of friend at all, you'll understand why I have to do this alone. Promise me you'll stay out of my way.
You're making this hard on me. You've got my word.
Shrike recovers faster each time. I hope to weaken him. No chance.
Yeah!
Looks like Strike's buddies aim to make sure you keep your word to Frenchie.
Fine. I hate sitting on the sidelines. This is where I get even, baby. This is where I stomp you to jelly.
Got careless, meant to get close. Got too close.
Who the heck are you anyway? You're determined to have your head handed to you, huh?
Nothing but red mist before my eyes.
Well, I'm the man for the job. You got a hurtin' coming, sport.
That wet snap was a rib. He is going to kill me.
You look bad, pal. Real bad.
Head swimming, pain in my side like a knife.
Nothing personal, but I'm gonna have to break some small bones before the big finale.
One last chance for me.
Now, which would you like broken first? Maybe I'll start with your legs and work my way up.
If I fail at this, I will die.
Hey, that hurt. What you stick me with? Feel funny. Feel Wow, knocked cold. What was that you injected him with?
Something to affect his brain synapses, make him lose control of his flying abilities. Designed it to be shot at him, but looks like can delivery worked too. I wasn't sure what effect it would have on him.
Well, from here it looks like the right effect. Holy!
Shouldn't we stay in?
The cops will handle it from here. Let's just go home.
My truck.
I'll send someone to pick it up. You're in no condition to drive.
Are you alright, Frenchie?
Maybe a few ribs. Feeling great other than that.
You should see the other guy. Roof, please. Sure thing. So what are you going to do for a hobby now? Model trains? Collect butterflies?
I had to do this. There is more to walking like a man than just getting back on one's feet.
No more solo flights?
This will be the last one, Marlene.
Will you be able to sit up?
Stop mothering me, Mark.
Mother you? Maybe you'd like to work for the God of Vengeance, Frenchie.
No, thank you, Mark. I am happy working for you.
Hey, how are we supposed to get him in the wagon?
Hey there. I'm sure you know about the Capes and Lunatics podcast, but have you heard about the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast? It's a fun home for classic and new reviews of just about everything. We have the Ultimate Spider Cast, where we cover everything Spider-Man. The Quantum Zone, where we talk the classic Marvel character Quasar and do deep dives on the cosmic side of Marvel. We also have Comic Capers, where we cover everything old and new in comics. It could be anything, any company, any decade. And we also have our Media Mondays, where we cover some kind of TV show, be it a Arrowverse current hit or our summer specials, where we do reviews of classic episodes of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer spinoff Angel. So, if you're a fan of pop culture and media, you should really check it out. And I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
Hello, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Dr. Issues.
And we're hosts of Capes on the Couch, the podcast where comics get counseling.
Superheroes don't always get to go home happy. That's where we come in.
We offer psychiatric and mental health analysis of comic book characters.
So check us out at capesonthecouch.live and across all social media platforms at Capes on the Couch.
Yes, welcome back, Looney listeners. You are listening to episode 153 of Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. That was what you just heard, a rendition of the Moonwalk for Marc Spector Moon Knight, issue 34, released January 1992. Now, I didn't give the credits at the beginning. I probably should have done that. So let me just whisk back to the front page. And so we have, this is called The Grudge. It was written by Chuck Dixon, artist J.J. Birch, letterer Rick Parker, colorist Christie Scheele, Danny Fingeroth was the editor, and Tom DeFalco, editor-in-chief. So anyway, yeah, that was a reading. I hope you enjoyed it. It's probably a bit of a shorter episode. No feedback here because, truth be told, selected the comic a little at the nth hour, but it was a lot of fun as well. Like, a big thank you to Phil and to Eve for their vocal talents. And let me know what you think, Loonies, as well. Is this the sort of thing that's fun to listen to? How can we potentially improve it? It's really a work in progress, but look, it's fun to do. It's something different, and for those that don't have a chance to read some of these Moon Knight issues, such as the Marc Spector run, it's pretty hard to find unless you go floppies. Maybe this is a good alternative. Now, I'm also just well aware that I don't want to breach any copyright infringements and such, which I've probably done, but look, I just want to put the disclaimer out there. This was done purely for fun, intending not to make anything or profit from this at all or anything like that. It's just Looney fans such as myself just really getting into our love for Mooney, so just wanted to share it and to see if we can do this. So anyway, every waning Gibbous, we're hoping to do this. But like I said, if you have any feedback on this sort of episode, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to hear from you and improve where I can. Maybe add things, maybe not. Maybe get a whole cast. I'm not too sure. It depends on how often the Waning Gibbous comes. Falls on the Wednesday for the rest of the year. Anyway, Loonies, that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. Thank you for listening, as always. Next phase for episode 154, it will be a last quarter moon. So we're looking straight smack bang at the middle of July. It's a last quarter, which means it's an over the moon. So back to our arc reviews. And we'll be doing quite a different one again. It's Dark Wolverine, Darken, issues 13 to 15, and I'll have Superfan Looney, The Power of Chad, with me to discuss that again. So that should be a lot of fun. Something a little different again, but Mooney has a bit of a play on this, a bit more so than that What If issue that we reviewed last episode. So please join us for that next time. As always, you can contact us contact us on itkmoonknight@gmail.com on email. Otherwise, just check out our social platforms of Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all that sort of pizzazz. We have a Patreon page, so a big thank you to the Patreon members again, and you can just check that out on patreon.com/itkmoonknight. And if you want to leave a review either on iTunes or Apple Podcasts or on Podchaser, again, please check us out on Podchaser. Just leave us a review. Let us know what we can do. Let us know if you're enjoying it. It's all good. It's all fun to read. Well, that's it, loonies. As always, as I said again, sorry, a big thank you to Phil and Eve, and as always, may KHONSHU watch over the denizens of the night. Catch up.
Moon Knight and affiliated characters, stories and events are properties of Marvel Characters Incorporated. Materials used and discussed within the podcast are intended for critique and review purposes only under the fair dealing concept of the current Copyright Act. The views, information or opinions expressed during the podcast are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent those of the copyright owners.